Sometimes people ask me how everything started. Actually, I was born and raised in Germany. I lived a normal life. I learned to be or to become a teeth technician, and more or less my life was fine. But one day I woke up with very hot hands and I didn't understand what is going on. Later on, I realized I gave up to the universe the sign of I'm ready for it. It happened subconscious. I didn't know. I was not aware what could happen and how my life will change. After I woke up with hot hands, I asked some friends. They told me, you got healing hands. What does it mean? I had no idea about this. So they told me a lot about spirituality, how to use energy. So a few months later, I met at that time, my girlfriend, and she taught and showed me even more. I left Germany, I went to Bali, and I explored more about myself and energy. When I'm telling you more about myself, I realized I'm born with abilities I had no idea about. When I was a child, I saw energy in people and around people, in other children. But as a child, you don't think about it. You think it's normal. Every child sees the same. I didn't use my abilities, and then getting older, these abilities disappeared. I didn't realize it. It just happened. When I woke up with hot hands, it came up again, very suddenly. I saw everything in colors. I saw people in energy. I saw people inside, around energy, and I didn't know what it means. Coming back to Bali, I realized this is how it works. We are all energy. In Bali, many people explore the same, almost the same life situations. That's why we met in Bali, actually, to share and exchange our beautiful, new, interesting lifestyle. It was still a way to go, and I had no idea what to do. Before I went to Bali, I lost my job. I lost my apartment. I had no idea what to do. And I was struggling. And I was still looking for a new job. And then I realized my life has changed completely. I have to live another life. And that's when I realized I have to create things for myself. For example, the exercises I show people now, I did for myself. And I showed it to some people and they realized that's quite good. Wow, it's really powerful. It really helps. And I realized I can teach this to people. I showed it to many people and it helped. So I created my first workshops. It worked, surprisingly for me and surprisingly for the people. So I understand this is my way to go, and it made more and more fun. I realized this is really fun. It's not like hard work. You have to work hard for your money. It was about teaching other people, helping other people, and get paid for it. That's the exchange. That's the energy exchange, actually. So from this on, I created more and more workshops, webinars. I showed people and groups everything works online as well, because time and space doesn't exist actually. So from now on, I decided this is my way to go. Altogether, I lived 5 years in Bali. After 3 years, I realized already time is kind of over in Bali. It was my time to explore and to realize what I can do, what I can give to the world. Asia was never my lifestyle. Bali is different. But I really missed Europe. So I'm from Germany, but I realized Germany is not a country I want to go back. And then for some reason, I met a Ukrainian woman and she asked me, don't you want to come to Ukraine? At that moment, I didn't realize this would be my way to go. By the way to Bali was not my decision. It's called like an inner calling. You have a calling to go somewhere. After I arrived in Ukraine and I fell in love immediately with Ukraine, especially with Kiev, I understood when people told me it is an inner calling. It's not your decision from the mind where to go. Of course, at that time, it was different. Now we live in different times. But I realized This was already my way to come to Ukraine to help and to prepare Ukraine for what is going on now. And I realized I have to be here. I went back to Germany and I realized I have to come back to Kiev again. And since then I'm here because we have to bring up the light. I understood my way of life is to be there where it needs energy and light. That's why I decided to stay in Ukraine. This is the way for everyone to bring up his energy and to shine as bright as possible. And I'm here to show you how it works.